And welcome back to the Below the Influence podcast, the only podcast on the internet with more bings than bongs. I'm your host, DeLorian, Pleather Daddy Royal, and this is my co-host.
Jacobo.
You can't.
I can't what, Freddy?
What, Freddy? What can't we do on our own show?
Oh, man.
How dare you? How absolute dare you?
Just derailed the whole thing.
I know, you've just fucked everything.
Show's over. Sorry,
Show's
guys.
done. Freddy's almost gone, ladies and
Sorry I
gentlemen.
railed you guys.
Well, happy
421.
421.
Yeah.
In honor of yesterday's festivities, I'll be smoking. Oh, yeah. Let's do this first.
Tonight we're sipping on Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Bills Trace.
Buffalo Bills entrails.
Oh, no.
Oh, right.
Buffalo Bills Trail of Tears.
That's harsh. It's not good. Why do I drink? It's not good.
That
You hate
frog
yourself.
wants to roll out of there.
Yeah. This frog keeps on trying to get out.
He's all right. Let him be.
So here we have an emerald Pac-Man frog that I raised from a tadpole back in December. And I was a little fat boy.
Let's get them high.
No, they breathe through their skin, so I probably shouldn't be around smoke.
Let me lick them.
It's not going to do anything. It's just a frog.
It'll get him high.
It will probably kill him. And then we also have this Amazon horned frog, which is closely related to a Pac-Man, a little bit different.
Would that be considered a horny toad?
It's not a toad, so no, that's a really foolish thing for you to say.
What is a horny toad then?
It's actually a lizard,
Okay.
which is kind of confusing.
I give up.
Very confusing.
They're also not horny. They're thorny, if anything.
Prickly toads.
Prickly, yeah. Well, prickly.
Prickly
guys.
lizards.
Fucking pricks.
Anyway, how you doing, Mel?
I'm still high from yesterday.
Yeah, same. What did we do yesterday?
We got high and went to the zoo.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and I took a bunch of mushrooms and lost my fucking mind. It was awesome. Here's some pictures I took along the way of trees. For some reason, trees were just blowing my mind left and right. I was like, dude, look at the holes in this tree. It's so porous.
It was a very porous
That
tree.
porous tree.
Go ahead and show that tree. Zoom in on the
People
pores.
have a phobia of these kinds of things.
Yeah, you were going in about that for a minute.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I myself, listen, I don't typically do this, but yesterday, for the first time in my life, I got high on pot.
This just in, Jacob did a drug.
And
Can we get a
I don't know what that was. I'm just going to
It's like
copy
a
your
news,
sound bit.
a newscast. This just in. Dun, dun.
I smoked a pot.
Wow.
And,
A whole one?
A whole one, or at least half. And, I think I liked it.
You smoked a pot and you liked it?
Are you now a bong water pothead?
I'm sorry, what?
A bong water drinking pothead?
Yes.
Wow.
That's all I drink now is bong water.
Yeah, those aren't even happy dads.
Gravity bong water. That I found at a homeless encampment.
Dirty
Yeah.
Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike. Yeah, they're having a soup kitchen.
Is that what like a homeless person orgy is called?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a car.
In a
soup,
car.
Soup kitchen.
Oh.
It's from that movie, The Other Guys.
Oh,
Really good
right,
joke. Yeah. I liked it. I still use it.
We're going to come back and fuck in your car anyways.
That's fucked.
Yeah. No, the zoo was really fun. We ended up going to the Santa Ana Zoo, and if you're unfamiliar with the zoo, it's probably the saddest zoo of all time. And yesterday, even sadder than normal.
Central Park might have
Shut
more
your
exotic
mouth.
animals.
Here's what we saw. Well, first of all, the guy that donated the Santa Ana Zoo to the city of Santa Ana, he wrote in a clause where if they don't keep at least 50 monkeys at the zoo at any given time, they have to give it back to like the guy's trust. And did you see 50 monkeys yesterday?
Granted, my mind was melting half the time, but I would say at most 20.
Maybe 32.
Maybe. That's
Very
pushing it.
accurate.
I don't know. I stopped counting after 31.
Yeah,
But,
when we got there and you're looking around, so I'm sure there's monkeys that we didn't see. Because a lot of the time we were like, where are they?
They're underground monkeys.
So
Gotcha.
there's just construction just happening everywhere. The only reason I agreed to go to the zoo with Mel was for the gift shop. Guess what was closed?
The zoo.
It was the gift shop. And the guy that took our ticket acted like he was doing us a favor. He's like, oh, it's a very special day. We're going to give you half off. It's like $12 normally. And they gave us half off because not only was the gift shop closed, the cafe was closed, and the Ferris wheel.
It sounds really random, but that zoo, Santa Ana Zoo, has really good chicken tenders, and I was craving them. I had a taste for them.
I wanted to buy a bunch of zoo books. Remember those?
Zoo books.
Where are they now?
Yeah, where are they now, Freddy?
Zoo books. They're not doing anything.
They're
No.
not. I can assure you, they're not.
Yeah. Well, they used to sell them on TV as like an infomercial. It's like $19.95. Make sure that your parents let you use their credit card.
No one would ever get permission.
No. Your parents didn't get the statement for like another month, so like it took them a while to figure it out.
Did you do that? I never did that.
My parents didn't have any credit, so
yeah,
I would have.
I didn't know
thought
how to
about
use
it.
a credit card.
I tried,
until,
but it just kept getting declined.
way late. Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun though. What was your favorite animal that you saw at the zoo?
Dude, well, I don't even know what it was called. The homie that we were standing, and I was like, "Man, where the fuck is it?"
What
You're
was
like,
that?
"You're like, oh, it's nocturnal," you know. And then we could put a video here that I took yesterday.
Yeah, what the fuck? The bitterang?
I think it was a bitterang.
Bitterung? Oh, it's a binturong. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's a carnivorous mammal from Southeast Asia. It kind of looks like a raccoon with a bear with a cat.
It was a yeah. And again, I'm tripping on mushroom, completely hallucinating.
I forgot you got the video.
Yeah, and we're hanging out, and we didn't see him at first. And I was like, "Where is he?" He was like, "Oh, it's probably nocturnal." And then, like, as if it was on cue, he came up and like walked up right in front of us, and then just started sunbathing and chilling right in front of us. It's like a cat.
Yeah.
It's like a cat, dog, possum, monkey,
They're actually very closely related to otters.
otter.
It's,
Pop.
Yeah. Interesting creature, pretty rare. Don't really see those. I'm kind of interested on how the Santa Ana Zoo was able to secure one.
Where did they say it was? From?
Southeast Asia.
It looks like Dan La Mancha.
Tasty treats.
Like it looks like it's had a mortgage that it could barely keep up with for the last few years.
Looks very wiry.
That light's in the way, Fred. You gotta.
Oh, my bad, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hot. We got 3 red lines on that screen there?
Yes, boy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Today's show is sponsored by Zaps. Rap Snacks dropped us after never mentioning them again after the one episode. So now we're on Zaps.
We don't know why. Though.
What is Zaps?
I secured this bag.
You secured the bag?
I secured the bag actually tonight right before the show.
Okay.
It is Nolans kettle style.
It's pronounced Nolans.
This one's flavored Evil Eye. We'll taste it after the break.
What's the flavor?
Evil Eye. Tastes
don't-
like
what's
like a voodoo witch doctor's eyeball.
Okay.
You ever licked one?
I'm sorry?
You ever licked one?
Tonight's going to be the first time.
Oh, you haven't lived yet.
Yeah.
Also sponsored by Chicago. And not your fault by Freddy.
Spilled the truly.
It's a true shame.
Well, okay, so after we went to the zoo, I'm sorry, there was also so much construction going on. You would have had to witness this with your own eyes, but they're building high-rises by the zoo, which is already by the 5 freeway. So these poor animals, and like their cages, I don't even call them enclosures, like they're flat-out cages.
They had the bald eagle like in a room like the size of this.
It was like the saddest bald eagle that you've ever seen.
Like, yeah, this guy doesn't get
And
to fly.
all they hear all day is construction and drilling and hammers and jackhammers.
And then the freeway.
And then the 5 freeway, which is always busy.
Terrible life.
And I felt sad for them. And I usually support zoos. Like, I do support zoos. But that zoo in particular, the quality of life for the animals, somebody needs to step in.
I wonder
Somebody needs to save the Santa Ana Zoo.
I think that's what we're going to do.
I wonder if Zoo View is going to be a selling point for those condos.
Zoo View?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got fucking Zoo View.
Overlooking the
Like,
Santa Ana Zoo and the
You could
freeway.
probably charge me an extra $200 a month for that. Yeah.
right.
Get a telescope and you
we
can
sh-
watch these
we
animals
should do
all
a
the time.
podcast at the Santa Ana Zoo because there's nobody there.
No one gives a shit. Yeah.
And even if somebody caught us, they'd probably just be, what are you guys doing?
Hey, what are you doing?
We're just
We're
resting.
doing a Yelp review.
Yeah,
on
we're
the
doing
Santa
a
Ana
video
Zoo.
Yelp review.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Here, sign this NDA. No, yeah. When we walked in, there was like a non-disclosure, like an agreement that by walking in, you allow them to film you, use your likeliness, your image. Like,
goes 2 ways.
yeah,
baby.
I was like, fuck, man. I don't want to be fucking featured. Well, luckily there was no photographers. Luckily it was, Wednesday at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.
Yeah, we're all high and shit, just making up stories for people that like were just walking around the zoo like that.
Yeah.
That guy and his wife trying to save their marriage.
Oh man, they were
Oh.
fucking arguing the whole time.
That's
Went to the zoo on their lunch break to shake things up,
Rekindle the flame.
rekindle the old flame. Wind up just arguing the whole time. It's what I fucking said. It's a tamarin. I told you there's 2 tamarins. There's no sloth in there.
There's 2 different kinds.
No. Oh, and he came back. You're right.
Yeah,
And she had a fat ass though.
it's like 60.
For an older lady, she had a fucking fat ass.
I felt like I was like 14 yesterday because me and Mel, we snuck into the zoo. We didn't actually pay to go in, and we smoked a bunch of weed out of an apple. And Mel had a Pepsi can with him, so he made a pipe out of that, and then we made a little gravity bong out of a McDonald's cup. And I had a Home Depot bucket with me, and I went to the bathroom. I filled it up. I had half a 2-liter bottle of Coke, made a gravity bong. We smoked it right there next to the monkeys and blew it right in their face.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
I took a bunch of plastic pens and hollowed those out and smoked out of those too.
We brought this big bag of cheese puffs, and we started handing it to each monkey individually. So each monkey got a Cheeto.
A cheese puff.
Cheese puff.
There's a difference.
A poofy.
Yeah, it's the knockoff Cheeto brands.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I did want to talk about some 420 stories. Do you remember the first time you got high?
Yes.
Yeah,
What
it
was
was
that
due
like?
yesterday. I think that's what he just said, wasn't it?
Yes, it was yesterday. I just told the story. No, realistically, I was 13 years old. I was walking home from my high school, and there was this older kid named Juan, who I still kind of know a little bit. And
Shout out Juan.
Shout out Juan. And, he saw me. I was always walking alone. I was very new to the area. I was from Garden Grove, just moved to Orange, didn't really have any friends. And he's like, oh, yeah, I think,
Loser.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I think you live on this street. I live right next to it. I'm like, oh, okay. So we started talking. He's like, hey, man, you ever smoked weed? I'm like, no, I've never done that. Isn't that meth? I don't know.
I'm a child of God.
And,
sir.
I'm 13. And, anyway, he smokes me out in this little shitty parking lot off Tustin and Walnut. There's like an Islands there now. And we went to McDonald's. And I ordered a 6-piece nugget fry, my standard order. And I remember looking up at the ceiling fans, and I just could not stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And he's like, stop being a fucking bust.
Oh, I forgot about that term.
I just couldn't stop laughing.
You're being a bust,
And he abandoned me at this McDonald's.
That's probably the
Well,
best
I was
fucking
shit-faced
6-piece
high.
you've ever had, wasn't it?
Shit-faced high. Is that a phrase?
Yeah.
I was shit-faced high. And, he left me there at the McDonald's, and I had to, wander home. And I became a addict. And I lived off of a diet of marijuana,
Meryl Streep.
and Twix bars.
Wanda Sykes.
I'm sorry?
Wanda Sykes.
And
for
Wanda
sustenance.
Sykes. Yeah.
Anderson Sykes.
Anderson Silva.
What was your first time getting stoned, Fred?
I have never done a motherfucking drug in my motherfucking life.
You never smoked weed?
I don't even know what weed is, to be honest.
Shit.
Coward.
Piece of shit.
That's no fun.
I hate you. I hate so much about the choices that you choose to make.
Well,
Why are you the way that you are?
Sad.
I remember getting quoted that every single time I would do anything, like breathe or live, at work when Jake was my manager.
Good times.
He'd be like, hey, Jake, why are you the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. That was my first time getting high. What about your first time getting high, Mel?
It was with you, actually. We smoked out of an apple in the parking lot at my apartments.
I remember this.
And it was like a carport, so we're under the apartments. You know what I mean? And it was out of an apple, and we smoked and then started walking and went and got pizza, and I was losing my shit. Like, I was just giggling.
How are you not going to shout out what a lot of pizza?
I was getting there. So we got to what a lot. It was what a lot of pizza. Shout out to what a lot of pizza.
Thank you. Very good.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna get to a side story. And we get the pizza, dude, and it's just fucking oozing. Like, I remember it was like oozing off. It looked like
the cartoon from the Goofy movie.
Exactly. It
What a
felt
lot of pizza was definitely the pizza chain that, like, the commercials where they do the pizza cheese pull was legit.
It was very gooey.
Yeah.
What's
Fucking
great
gooey.
is it's still like that.
Is it really?
The recipe is the exact same.
But it was so hot, like biting into it, I remember just burning the roof of my mouth. And I'm stoned, and I'm just like fucking losing my shit.
Also, we ate this while we were walking. Like walking
Well, we had
on
a
the
couple
street.
slices sitting down, and then we got up. The first slice, it was the one I remember the most. And then you were like, Mel, what's going on?
That was fucking.
And I'm
okay.
like, dude,
Mel,
I know what
Mel.
you're doing.
What's going
And
on?
it's fucking hilarious. I was just laughing. And then I was like high for 3 days afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
that shit
No
lasted
tolerance, man.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, they called it a natural high, which is not what it is at all.
No.
It's just your brain trying to recover when you're 13.
Yeah.
Still
Was that when we went to Knott's the next day, or was
No,
that
no.
Discovery Science Center?
We didn't go to either one the next day. This was
No?
like a random weekday.
Oh.
Yeah, in the summer. going into high school. I think.
I think I just went home and slept.
Something like yeah.
Honestly, guys, like I wish I would have met you at that age, because like I feel like going to the Discovery Science Center would have been hilarious with you guys.
Well, we went with his family.
Oh, it was
really?
so bad.
I don't
We
know
went with
about
my
that.
mom, my stepdad, his parents, and my little sister.
Oh no.
And they were just like silently judging the whole time.
And they're like, "Who are you?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Hey."
And then we went to Olive Garden afterwards and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
couldn't eat, and then was like really hungry. And then it was awful.
His stepdad's parents were they literally like, "So who are you?" And they're like, "What do you?" They're like, "What do you do?" I was like, "Well, I'm 13.
I'm a child.
I go to school, so I'm doing that. Pretty high."
That's
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah.
That was a good time. And then after that, that was like when our summer of
2-0.
summer of nuttiness.
Oh.
We started going to parties, and it was the summer before sophomore year, and I was really worried because my school drug tested us, and
Modern day.
Wow.
Modern gay.
And I did get pop tested, but it wasn't until like January. But I was still tripping, I was like, "Fuck, man! I smoked weed like 6 months ago."
It's gonna show up.
Yeah. Oh, I was tripping.
That's funny.
I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was losing sleep. Because, like, if they catch you, they tell your parents. And, like, I didn't want my mom or my dad to know. Oh, my God.
It's absolutely fucking insane to think. Like, back in the day, I thought if I got caught with weed, I'm going to jail.
For the rest of your life.
100%, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, dude, you got weed. Oh,
You remember
man.
8th grade, that whole
I mean,
Anthony debacle where he had weed and, like, that guy from the apartments gave me and Anthony weed and
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that.
Anthony got expelled.
Yeah, that was one of many times the cops came and searched all of our shit.
Yeah.
All of our lockers. They dumped our backpacks all over the table. What are these doodles here? You part of a gang? And they're just like little cartoon comics I would write.
Sure, that is a cock, a veiny cock.
What are you, one of the cock boys we've been hearing about? You one of the cock boys?
What?
Damn it, they found us, Jake. The cock boys.
Yeah, no, there was
disrespecting the cock boys. I'm sorry.
no, there was some guy that lived in the apartment complex that my grandma was the manager of, and my friend Anthony had made a bet with the guy, and the guy was going to give us like $10 if some guy or if somebody won a football game or some shit. The guy lost, and he was a fucking loser, so he had no money. He's like, "I don't got $10. You guys want some weed?" And me and Anthony are like, "Yeah." So like what we did was we just like carried it around and like we were showing other kids like,
Yeah.
"We're cool. Like check this out." I
Yeah.
got at
I
school.
remember, you showed me. I was like, what?
Like a stem with a little tiny
was like,
nub
Jake-
at the end.
Jake, don't do this, bro.
yeah, this is like Orange Crush.
You don't want to go down this path, man.
Yeah, shut up, Mel.
Next?
Nerd.
Fucking nerd.
But yeah, anyways, so I think Anthony, crumbled under pressure and, told them where we got it from. They arrested that guy for giving weed to
nice.
13-year-old kids.
Oh.
My grandma definitely kicked him out of the apartment complex.
He's probably in jail still, to be honest.
I was like, fuck, this guy's going to be pissed.
Distributing to a minor.
You might have had to been able to go into the witness protection program.
Maybe. I mean, I don't
He
really
actually
remember
did.
the guy.
What would your name have been if you could have chosen?
Peter.
Peter Wells.
Peter Wells. Peter Wales.
Okay.
Just like, but yeah, that was a fun little experience. I remember my mom picked me up. She was like crying, which she smokes weed. I don't get what the fucking big deal was. But like we had to go.
How
down,
old are you?
12, 13,
Yeah, was this 7th or 8th grade?
8th.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be pretty bummed if my 12-year-old was already smoking weed. Like, come on, man. Like, but at the same time, as a stoner myself, who dabbled like a year after that, as far as age,
yeah.
I'd like to think I would get it right, and just be like, all right, listen, dude. Like, I understand. I had a very similar conversation with my little brother. Like, just wait till you're 18. Like, just wait till your brain's fully developed before you start. Because I've seen
25.
fucking idiots.
I wouldn't have listened. Somebody
Yeah.
would have told me that. Yeah,
I would have shown him some of the people I grew up with and what they're doing now.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
been like,
yeah,
listen,
yeah, you're
you
right,
could
you're
be
right.
like this guy who started partying at 12, like
Shout
you
out
want to
to
do.
Jesse.
Or you could be like me and wait till you're a little bit older.
Wait till you're 13.
Yeah, wait till you're 13.
Look at me.
And look at me now. Look at the house you're in, son or daughter or them. Whatever you want to be
My
called.
non-binary child.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna fucking sue you for this video in 20 years. So
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta
my
be
future kids
careful.
could go suck themselves.
Yeah, fuck you, future Mel's kids.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Yeah. Fuck his kids, his future kids.
Oh,
I already don't
do
like
that.
them.
Yeah, neither my kids don't like your kids. And there's gonna be a future war. The Gomez Jones kids. How many last names are your kids gonna have?
Just 2.
What if you? Yeah. How many last names does she have?
Nikki?
Mhm.
She has 1.
So
Oh, we've already taled about
got
this.
3 last names.
Yeah, we were talking. I was like, nah, babe.
And
Like, listen.
yeah, when you guys get married, she's also gonna want to include like her father,
Oh,
her
God.
mother's name. There's gonna
No.
be
Jake's
4
name
last
for some
names.
reason too.
Yeah, pick up her mom's last name and her sister's husband's last name for some reason. I don't know why that's thrown in there.
Yeah, you guys are gonna name your kid after me after I die in the Santa Ana Zoo riot. It's gonna be like Jacob Gomez Jones,
He was trying to release all the
Gracias.
monkeys.
Spencer Lowry
Lowry,
Hernandez.
Hernando.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man, I could just imagine the Santa Ana Zoo riots led by Jake and 4 other employees from Super Pets. And you guys are just tearing shit up, and the cops have to come tase you all.
Yeah.
Freedom, Americans!
Your goal is to open up all the cages and release the animals, but you couldn't even get one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab like the head zookeeper and fucking throw hot coffee in his face and walk up and knee him in the balls.
And that's as far as the Milos gets.
Yeah. Free the monkey. We're just gonna let all the monkeys out. So
Where's the 50th monkey? I can't find him.
we've only got 49. No, I got in trouble with weed a lot at school. A lot. We had this principal, Mr. DiAgostino, who was like this Brooklyn former. He talked like a mobster. He sounded like a fucking soprano. His name was Anthony DiAgostino, and I probably shouldn't be telling this story because he hooked me up, but I'm gonna tell it.
Could that
And,
be a more Italian name?
Anthony DiAgostino.
Tony DiAgostino.
Yeah, he went by Tony. Anyway, so I got caught smoking weed in the bathroom with some guy named Lazy, who was like 3 years older than
I don't
me.
think that was his name.
Well, that's how I knew him.
He got talking about. I saw his birth certificate.
He got deported shortly thereafter.
Oh.
What, Lazy Town?
I heard he was actually like 18, pretending to be like 16.
How does
I don't know. I don't know the full story. This is just what I remember. Anyway, so we got caught smoking weed in the bathroom. In the bathroom, like right next to the principal's office, because we're intelligent children. We're very smart kids.
I mean, you're also smoking weed in the bathroom at school.
doing all the right things?
So he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" He's like, "Let's go." Takes me into his office. He's like, "All right, we got to call your mom." I'm like, "Great." So I got suspended for 5 days. This is my freshman year of high school. Got suspended for 5 days. He's like, "Listen, it looks a lot better if we suspend you for a fight. So we're gonna say that I caught you fighting in the bathroom."
Okay.
So he's like, "It's on your permanent record." What the fuck is that even? Is there really a permanent record?
Yeah, so it only
Shut up.
affects you when you. Okay, fuck you then.
No. I want to hear this. What do you got to say?
It only affects you when
Hurry
you're
up.
going in between schools, like when
Oh.
you're going, like if you're
Gotcha.
transferring like middle schools and stuff. That's when it only affect you. But other than that,
Yeah, they're not gonna see. They made it seem like that was gonna show up like when you're looking for a job.
sounds- sounds permanent.
It's just
Yeah.
if you're switching to schools within like the district.
So
So
it's
like
semi-permanent record.
yeah, like if I went to Mission Viejo High School and then went to a college in Mission Viejo, they might see my permanent record. But if I went to a college in like another city, then they wouldn't know. If you didn't go to college, then that's where it
Well,
ended.
all right. So my mom picks me up, and she's disappointed as fuck. She's like, "What is going on with this
Naturally.
kid?" It's like, well, you know, we live in motels and shit, so I'm a little sad. I'm a little depressed. I'm looking for ways out. You know, whose fault is this really?
We
So-
live in motels and shit.
Yeah, we're like living with my grandma. I'm like sleeping on the fucking couch. Cut me a fucking break.
Yeah.
So-
Let me live a little. Goddamn it.
Yeah. So anyway, she picks me up and she's like, "I'm so disappointed." I'm like, "Oh, what are you? I'm starving. What are we doing here?"
Yeah.
And she takes me to McDonald's, and she never bought me the 10-piece combo large, and I was like, "I feel
She's
like,
like, you must have the munchies.
yeah, I feel like I'm being rewarded right
Yeah.
now." So then I just kept doing it.
So essentially, it's your mom's fault.
Yeah, yeah. Another time, I got caught smoking a sneak-a-toke. Those little back in the day, the kids nowadays have no idea, but there used to be these little they were little metal cigarettes.
Yeah.
You put a little bowl in there.
I mean, and you could, if anyone knew what they were, you could tell it's not a cigarette.
Well,
But we thought we were slick.
Yeah. So I'm smoking it on my walk to school. I walk like 2 miles to school every
They're
day.
so gross too, because they get all that shit in your
All
mouth.
that resin and
Ugh.
yeah, they get dirty real quick too. And I'm walking to school puffing on it, and this security guard named French This guy looked like a Santa Claus, like a buff Santa Claus piece of shit. Drove this Denali, this big black Denali. And he was like a baseball coach there too, but he was head of security. So he's driving by, sees me puffing on it. I'm like, fuck. First period, I'm high as shit. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. And French comes to get me. And he called gang unit because I was Mexican and I had a bald head. And I've got like 6 cops waiting for me in this long table in the principal's office.
You throw your shit before you got there?
I didn't know he was coming. I should have known. I was stupid. Mm-hmm. And they found an issue of High Times. Like Cheech and Chong were on the cover.
Yeah.
They confiscated that. They wrote me a ticket for drug paraphernalia. I was like, it's High Times. And I was like, I did throw the little cigarette thing, though. And they're like, where is it? I was like, what are you talking? I was like, I was smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And then French is like, why wasn't it getting smaller?
How long were you watching me, sir?
That was my argument.
Because you were right there, baby.
Well, we can't prove it. I did not get arrested for that. I got the ticket for the High Times. Stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And then they made me pick up trash around the school for like 5 days.
It's better than my punishments, man. They used to make me work with, what's the right way? The mentally impaired. My punishments when I got in trouble at school,
needs.
they would help. I would have to work with the special needs kids.
It's kind of fucked up that that's a punishment.
Yeah, you know.
It was a reward for me.
There's actually a photo in the yearbook. I'm going to send it to you, Freddie.
Oh, no.
It's Mel just disgusted in the wheelchair. And he's like,
yeah, I'm pushing a kid.
Back. That's so you can tell. You can just look at Mel's fit. I don't know why they put that in the yearbook.
It was
you're like one of the only black kids there, so
they needed some diversity. It was like a special kids day. Like it was the Special Olympics we had, and I was helping the kid. I don't know if he's crossing any finish line. I really don't know what we were doing. I was just pushing.
He's not doing anything.
Yeah. Oh, you did it.
He shit himself.
Oh. On the stoner topic.
Subjects.
What was the highest you've ever been?
Oof. I was in my friend David's backyard. Big rage. Not other David. Gravity bong. First time when I was 15. I remember the 2-liter, the Home Depot orange bucket, the little shitty made cap.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where I was for like a few hours.
Oh,
about 6 hours.
Did you panic?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, I need to lay down.
Yeah.
And he's like, my mom's here. I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I think we ended up going to like Pitcher Park, and I just like fell asleep on the grass.
I had a very similar experience. No gravity bong, but around the same age. And just trying to roll with the big dogs. I had just started smoking, and I was smoking with a bunch of friends who had been smoking. They had a couple of years on me. And, man, I was, like, freaking out. I was like, dude, you're going to die.
Yeah.
This is it.
Did you?
I thought I did. And I was like, so I went and laid down, and I tried to close my eyes, but I felt like I was going to puke. And I was like, dude, it was one of those moments where I was like, God, listen, if you can get me through this, I will never touch this weed stuff again.
I've been there.
Ever again. Just you know, I'm about to pull up the text to my mom like, I love you. I thought I was over. Yeah, and then I took a nap. I slept for like fucking 8 hours on my friend's couch. Woke up and everyone was asleep. And I was like, well, fuck. Like, now what do I do?
Shit. What about you, Freddie?
What about me?
What's the highest you've ever been?
Well, when I married Monica, I was in a very emotional high. It was very nice, very wonderful. No,
all right, so
I'm just fucking around. I think it was probably with Ricky, and I think it was the fact that we were kind of crossfaded. Mm-hmm. We had drank a lot, and then smoked a lot. I think we had a gravity bong. We had a bunch of edibles. So we had the edibles. Hit the fucking gravity bong a few times. Got really high from that.
You were the worst storyteller I've ever heard.
I got hit with the fucking edibles. They kicked in. And I was also really fucking drunk. And then Ricky threw up in my bathtub.
It happens.
Sounds like a fun, sexy weekend for the two of you guys.
Yeah.
So what are the funniest stoner movies that you would come to mind?
Grandma's Boy comes to mind immediately.
Fuck! You know what? I was going to watch that yesterday, too. But I was like, is that a stoner movie?
Oh, it's so good. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, I've seen it numerous times.
Oh,
shit. Yeah, Mohawk's gone. Rest in peace.
Oh, shit, you're bald.
Tribal Jake. Grandma's Boy is a really good one.
That's the big reveal. That's the reaction.
Might I ask why?
You pieces of shit.
I just didn't even notice.
Wow. I do these things for the show. You got competitors out there bleaching their hair, looking like Eminem at Aftermath Studios. I
Maybe you
shave my
should do
head.
that.
I'm sorry?
Maybe you should do that.
Yeah, well,
Wait
I've got
minute.
a producer
Hang on.
here.
Wasn't it? Wasn't there a bet where if you shaved your mohawk, someone else would have bleached their hair?
Oh, was that what it
I
was?
thought that's what that was.
Yeah, but it was you that was going to bleach your hair.
I have no hair.
You have
bleach
to,
my
you know
hair
I have
tomorrow.
You have to
alopecia.
bleach your facial hair.
It's already like invisible. Like it's gonna be.
You got a little
gone.
mustache growing.
Well,
It would
that's
it would make it invisible though if you
Yeah,
bleached
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Unless you look really close. Which
Yeah,
would be really
that's why
weird.
it looks like my mustache. I mean, I have a stash here, but it's blonde, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm growing mine out so I can make it curly.
Charles, get some.
It'll look
now
like-
that you're bald, you look like Charles Bronson.
Thanks.
Well, no, with a curly mustache.
Oh yeah.
I'll bleach my hair. I'll bleach my hair tomorrow.
Fucking like circus dudes from like the 1800s.
Hey Siri, how do you bleach your hair?
And that's a whole process, my friend. You got to bleach your pubes too.
Well,
You got to prove it too.
speaking of which, I got a fucking would you rather for that.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that, thankfully. Would you rather be half your height or double your weight?
First of all, I'm like 4'2", so I'm not going to sacrifice any more of that.
Would you be?
Well, I didn't say my favorite stoner movie.
I'm gonna
goddammit.
double up.
Where's the segue coming
I'm going to
from?
double up.
You double your weight?
Oh yeah. Would you rather be a severely dwarfed individual, or would you rather double your weight?
Yeah.
I mean,
Double your weight or half your height?
I guess double my weight because I can work out and get rid of it.
you're just going to be like a little box.
You can't increase your height by that much. Like I saw that dude. Did you guys see that dude who increased his height?
With like
Yeah.
the shin
Yeah,
thing?
the surgery
Yeah, the shin
stuff.
stints or whatever. You can only get so many inches. Like I'm 6 foot, so 3 feet.
Before it looks really unnatural.
Yeah, if I'm 3 foot tall
Fucking
and I
shit.
get stints, the highest I can go is 3'6". Maybe. I mean, that's even pushing it. So yeah, I'll be double the size and just get the lap band and lipo and everything I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
That works. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What about would you rather have hair for teeth or teeth for hair?
Teeth for hair.
Yeah?
You got to brush them, though.
Yeah. Or else you get cavities.
Can you imagine that? Just
Gotta brush my hair. Then again, you
I don't
also
wanna
have to
answer
shampoo
that
your
one.
mouth.
so.
That one sucks.
And then you have to cut it or else it'll like go to the back of your throat and make you gag all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you got to maintain your hair.
I'm
your
going to do the
hair,
teeth. I could wear a hat.
You could.
It's
it would be
weird
very,
to, it's going to be really hard to eat. Gross because you're going to be like swallowing fucking hair.
Yeah.
Also can't
Well,
chew
if you
anymore,
have-
so it
No,
really
so,
limits
yeah.
what you can
So
eat.
it would be, would you rather have, I guess it would be
Plus,
teeth in your
now
mouth and on your head?
you can
or
fucking
hair?
headbutt people too.
You could.
You could
that
headbutt.
that might hurt your teeth though.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Could I just have like one big tooth?
Look like Tooth Man. Fucking.
Oh,
Start fucking ramming people.
that shit is gross. Just imagine a guy's head with teeth coming. Does hair grow out of there as well, or
No,
just
no. So
tooth.
so it's just tooth in your on your
If
head
you get
and
a
in your
cavity
mouth.
on the big
or-
tooth, do you die?
Yeah,
Probably.
Well, yeah, because it would go straight into
it
your
poison
brain.
your brain?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You really
Imagine
gotta
getting
care
a
for
root
that.
canal there, just drill into
Oh
your
my
brain.
god, you really got to take care of that tooth.
Yeah, you gotta.
Wow.
Especially if you have multiple teeth up there.
Well, I just want one. If I could choose one instead of like 30,
Well, you can't do that because then you'd have
God,
one
how many
hair,
fucking
one
teeth
hair
would
in
it
your
be?
mouth.
Like each row in your. That's too many.
It would just be regular sized teeth, but cover your entire hairline.
Give me one tooth.
Does
Give me
do I
one
like?
big
I'm
tooth.
genetically gonna go bald, so will I eventually go bald?
Yeah, you lose teeth,
You
Okay.
lose
but
the
you
tooth?
have gum head now.
Oh God,
You can have denture, like a toupee, but it's a denture.
Oh
You know?
no!
I'm just gonna wear hats all the time.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Gotta worry about
Grandpa Mel,
gingivitis.
can we rub your head again?
I'm sorry, I got
no.
gingivitis on my head.
Sorry for the smell. I got gingivitis. I got head halitosis.
Oh no!
You know, being that this is a very rare condition that I have, no one really knows how to treat it or how to fix it. There's no products for what I have. I'm just really just stuck dealing with it. So
Mel's always wearing a beanie.
Oh man.
that just fucking killed my mood.
that increased mine. I want one tooth now.
Oh,
Can I get
God.
a tooth implanted on my head?
Oh, you
There
could
you
do all
go.
kinds of shit. You guys seen that alien guy who cut off his fingers?
Oh, I fucking
Mexico,
love that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Ah,
Dude's out of his
you
fucking-
love that guy?
Yeah,
Would you
dude.
suck his cocks
I
if
mean,
you could?
no, I wouldn't. But like,
cocks.
I think it's like to a point to where like he he's doing whatever the fuck he wants, and people are like so against
He's mentally ill.
No, but he's like doing whatever the fuck he wants. He thinks it's cool. Cool. I don't think it's cool. I wouldn't do that. But the fact that he's doing whatever he wants without giving a fuck, that's cool as fuck.
He's like one of those people that does something crazy and is like, why is everyone giving me so much attention?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want all this
feeds
attention.
off of it like a lizard.
Well, that's his job now. Actually, he's like
He's a circus
he uses
freak.
it as
He's a circus
like his,
freak.
fucking calling.
He's
or
an
whatever.
internet circus freak,
Yeah.
just like us.
Yeah.
Hey now,
Jake's
come
like,
down
he's
see
a
the
circus
bearded
freak.
lady fist a giant midget.
He does whatever for fucking views, and Jake's over here fucking bald headed. Again, for the show.
Is that funny to you?
Yeah, dude. Fucking bald bitch.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so
Any
much.
other would you
Freddy.
rathers?
Yes.
Would you rather kill Freddy or kill Freddy?
Those sound like very difficult options. Would you rather have your parents set up your marriage or marry the next person you see?
In this room?
Well, tomorrow morning.
Well, the first person I'd see would be my lady, so.
God, it's going to be
Easy
one of-
answer.
You got to sleep in a bus stop
geez.
in Northern California.
I'm
See,
just gonna
what's with all these extra
I'm going
caveats?
to close my eyes until I encounter somebody that sounds attractive.
Oh, it's gonna be like Daredevil.
And then just be like, oh, and then, hopefully.
It's the checkout. It's the fucking
Huh?
the greeter at Walmart.
What?
The greeter at Walmart.
Yeah, what if she doesn't want to get married to you?
Doesn't matter. It's
That
arranged.
doesn't matter. It's the would you rather.
Yeah, this is India now.
They don't have a choice.
This
Come
is
on.
Indiana. I don't think my parents could get along enough to choose someone for me to marry.
Well, they'd probably end up with like a really shitty compromise out of anger because
Oh.
they don't want to talk to each other anymore.
Fuck.
Y'all are doing me like this.
It's very emotional, so they're not even taking that into consideration.
Bitch looks like SpongeBob.
Bitch looks like
Yeah, that question that you asked, was that you that asked that? If you would rather eat SpongeBob's ass or
No,
Patrick's ass?
that was Diaz.
That was
The
Dita.
Yeah.
Dez.
That sounds like a Freddy question.
It does.
You guys left out Mr. Krabs.
Oh, I said I would eat Squidward's ass. Final answer.
Mel told me privately that he was under the impression for the last 30 years that SpongeBob was like a household sponge.
I thought it was a sponge that just sunk to the bottom of the
He's
ocean.
like, how stupid. He's like, sponges don't live in the ocean. And I had to explain to him it's like a species of coral.
Well, I would have picked Sandy Cheeks.
You would have eaten Sandy's cheeks.
Yes.
Cool.
She's a squirrel. They only live like 4 years. How old does that make Sandy?
You don't
That's
ask
multiple
questions.
Sandys. It's kind of like how you had a goldfish that like lives a long time when you were a child.
Goldie?
Multiple goldies, buddy.
Yikes. You know the goldfish are just domesticated carp?
That just blew my mind.
That,
So are koi.
Can we get some crickets?
huh?
Why are there crickets? This is a fun fact.
Not very fun.
Okay.
I'm having a blast. So our field agent, Tony Tucker, sent this picture in.
Who?
Tony Tucker.
Tony Tucker, come on. We got an agent out in the field.
I know TT.
This guy's shirt says legalize mother-son. We'll just put it right here.
Oh no.
Legalize mother-son marriage. Was that, where was he? Where do you say? Pachanga?
He was at the San Manuel Casino.
And resort. And resort. They're
It's now a
sponsoring
resort.
the show.
Well, now it's Yamava. You hear about this?
Mm-mm.
So San Manuel. Have you ever been there, first of all?
No.
It sounds
Hell on
sad.
earth. I had this really high idea for a movie yesterday while we were on that trail. So here's San Manuel. It's disgusting. The people that go there don't deserve to live. First of all,
Is that the one over by Cabazon?
I don't know. It's in San Bernardino, which
Oh,
tells
no,
you everything
I
you
lied.
need to know.
Mm-hmm.
The people there are disgusting. The last time I went, I think I sent you guys a picture. There was a man with just not lice, but just flakes on his head.
Yeah.
There were just flakes falling off of his head.
So
And,
fucking
he did not
gross.
even care. And I remember
Dude, I had a roommate like that once.
it's disgusting.
And he would just like leave trails on the couch.
Yeah, that's what this guy was doing.
Oh.
He was just like I was watching it just like grow. He was just like shedding skin.
Oh.
But while I was there were like several ambulances that were called. People were just like passing out while they were playing the slots. Just really old.
Was this where were people wearing masks?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's just disgusting, sick,
Yeah.
old people. Everybody there's on SSI. They're spending their SSI checks at the casino, hoping to make it big, betting $1, hoping to make $1 million. Shit like that.
it's gonna happen.
Makes no sense. It's
Paying for the experience.
truly disgusting place. The idea for the movie that I had, or this half-baked idea, per se, maybe an earthquake happens and you can't get out and you have to cooperate with these disgusting people.
Ugh.
Or maybe there's like a nuclear apocalypse and everybody's like taking refuge in the casino. And
It's just you and these old people.
kind of like Dawn of the Dead.
Any hot chicks there?
I saw none. I was the most attractive person there.
Well, I mean,
Which
you're,
says
you're,
something.
you're smoking. You're
smoking.
You're a smoke shop.
I've heard that before. It's anyway. Now they're Yamava, and now it's a resort. It's no longer disgusting Sandman Well because they knew Sandmel. They knew that they needed to rebrand because it was known as just a cesspool of filth. So now they built a really shitty like Motel 6 there, and now they call it a resort. And it's Yamava.
Yamava.
I know this because I had a client that worked there. I was like, where the fuck is that? He's like, oh, it used to be Sandman Well.
Funny story.
He's like, yeah, we built a hotel, and now we're a resort.
Well, thanks, Tony, for the image.
Yeah. Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Trying to find the lice man.
Lice man. But dude, I sent that like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So in other weed news, there was a man in Missouri.
421.
Yeah, 421. A man in Missouri crashed his car. This actually happened yesterday. Crashed his car.
Mm-hmm.
Huge accident, and 500 pounds of marijuana was in there. That sounds fake. I gotta,
Where was he traveling from?
I'm not sure. But Fred, can you look up what kind of car he was in? Missouri, 500 pounds marijuana. It had to have been like a truck or something. 500 pounds is no joke.
You could probably fit that in my back seat.
You can probably fit that in the trunk.
Really?
Yeah, definitely in my back seat and the trunk.
500 pounds?
Yeah, it's really not that much. I mean, how much is a bale of weed? I mean, like it's like a brick. It's not that much. And the vacuum
usually
sealed
about a few
package.
TMZ, 500 pounds of weed spill on Missouri highway. Cops say it's 420.
So that's where you're getting your news from?
No, it was somewhere else, but they just validated it.
Oh, yeah. It looks like...
Toyota Celica?
No.
Is that a brand?
There's a couple of different kinds, but like you can tell like they're just bags. Each of those Ziploc bags is a pound, so you probably had 500 of those.
Fucking Missouri.
Save
Misery.
that picture and put that right here.
Misery.
Copy?
Misery.
I got it.
Roger.
Yes, sir.
Today's episode is also sponsored by Chicago, the musical. They gave us this.
It's actually just sponsored by Lori Lightfoot.
Oh, Lori.
Mayor of Chicago, the most beautiful woman on the planet. Show a picture of Lori.
There she is. Look at her.
There she is. Look at her. She's hot.
What a
Look at
beautiful
that. Look
bitch.
at that. Sexy little bitch.
Yeah, that job really fucking aged her.
She already looked like that when she started.
Not as bad, though, man. There's some pictures I've seen of her with her eyes all sunken in. Like, COVID fucked her up.
She's great, though. She's literally a Batman villain.
I don't know much about her.
Really quick, I just want to make a
Little comeback?
Yeah, little comeback. So it was a pickup truck that was carrying the
Pickup truck? Okay, that makes more sense.
Lori Lightfoot, she's a lesbian, in case you didn't know this. She's married to a extremely attractive white woman. Go ahead and show her. She's not attractive. Remember J?
Gotcha.
Bleep that out. And she's known to book hotels with like female prostitutes.
What?
Who, Lori?
Lori Lightfoot. Like they try to cover it up, but like the cops leak this shit because the cops fucking hate her.
Yeah.
She keeps trying to defund them, and they're not working on the same page. They don't like her, even though I guess she used to be like a representative of their police union.
Damn.
But she was also the one trying to force them all to get vaxxed. All these cops in Chicago
Yeah.
don't want to get the vaccine.
I don't think a cop anywhere in America wants to get vaxxed. Gotcha.
Her
Yeah.
beautiful wife.
Yeah, loving couple. Yeah. But she's corrupt as they come. Chicago is a fucking cesspool. It's literally like everywhere in America has corruption, but Chicago, like for like the last 100 years, there's not been one. There's not been one good politician that came out of there that wasn't indicted on federal charges for
What about
bribery.
Obama?
Barry, Bathhouse Barry.
When's he been indicted?
He's not from Chicago. He's from Hawaii.
He was a representative of Chicago.
He's a transplant.
He's
not.
not. He was.
He's
a
not.
Chicago,
Obama was a trans.
He was. It's so funny. He was a Chicago politician.
I understand this, but I'm saying he's not Chicago born and bred.
Was Lori Lightfoot born in Chicago?
Yeah.
She born and ate bread.
Yes.
Can you put subtitles chair squeaks? After you said that. Yeah. I think we've talked about all my stoner. Oh, okay. If you could smoke with any person, dead or alive, who would it be?
First of all, nobody else has to smoke with me in this scenario. I want to go to the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And they can put me in a little box and say that I'm like a Native American
tribal chief.
That's,
They
maybe
smoked the peace pipes back then, too.
I'm under arrest, maybe, probably, at this time.
But if you're under arrest at the end of that, you know what they're going to do to you.
Yeah.
All drunk.
Well, I'm the only one high, which would probably be terrifying. But that's probably where I would go. I'd want to see what, like, Benjamin Washington and Thomas Jefferson.
John Franklin.
Yeah. What's the guy from George Jefferson?
George Jefferson. John Franklin. Thomas Johnson.
Jack
and John
Johnson.
Thompson.
Yeah, Jack Johnson. And
I would smoke with Hitler, for sure.
why?
I'd see if the ganja would maybe chill him out a bit.
I think you just wanted to hang out with Hitler.
Yeah, you fucking racist.
No, I'd be like, hey, man, let's smoke. Let's smoke and let's talk about what's going on.
This would have a domino effect where Hitler would get soft and agree to like what he's telling him. And
Yeah, of course. We'd just be chilling.
all of his lieutenants would be like, "What are you talking about, Hitler?" And they would overthrow him.
No. I would give
become
them the bumps.
stronger.
What if
They would
was
become
he on meth
stronger,
as well?
and then
Or-
they would beat America, and this would change everything in history. And
But
this is all
Hitler and I
because
would
of
be
Mel.
cool. We'd be
Hitler
stoned.
Hitler would be dead because they overthrew him and killed him.
We'd be all high.
You'd have like what's his name, Gibbles? Gobbles?
Gibby?
Who
Goebbels.
cares? Fuck him.
Gibbles.
Him and Mengele.
Josef Mengele.
Yeah, these assholes
angel
would
of
have
death.
overthrew him,
The ankle
and
of death.
they would have been much more hard-headed because they're not on meth like Hitler. Hitler's mixing weed now with
He's a
his meth.
soft-headed.
He would have a great time.
Well, he'd be dead.
We'd get all stoned.
Hero Hitler, huh?
I'd call him Dolphy.
Dolphy. We love you, Dolphy. You killed 2 million. You didn't quite get to the 6 that you were. on the
No.
path to.
I would hit him before that, like right when the ramp up, right after Mein Kampf, right before they started, actually killing people. I'd hit him up just like, yo, listen, hey man, smoke this, and we'd have a fat ass blunt, fucking
In this scenario,
honey oil.
is it something
Did you have to give
that-
Hitler Keef?
is
Give
this-
Hitler moon rock smell.
He tried. In this scenario, would they have a choice in smoking with you or not?
No,
No, you're just gonna smoke.
they have to smoke with me. And
Yeah, Hitler wakes up and he's
and,
high.
and he knows English.
Okay.
I'm not trying to learn German.
Okay.
He knows English. He's accommodating me.
I got
And then I would just have him fixate on the bums. If you need to kill people, let's send those aggressive, angry, crazy homeless people
to an island.
I don't
to
know.
an island.
Freddie, can you pull
And
up-
I would transition it from kill camps to Bum Island. And that's how Bum Island will be. 420
Freddie,
miracles.
can you pull up how many homeless people were in the United States in 1945?
Oh God.
Happy birthday. Oh,
Hello.
Nah, man.
can't say that.
Nah, man.
Even in this hypothetical situation, can't say that.
It's the anniversary of Columbine, too.
And today's the anniversary of Prince's death. Rest in peace, Prince. I love you.
Who?
Prince?
Prince Andrew or
Just Prince. Prince Rogers Nelson.
Prince Solomon?
Solomon.
2 million homeless people between
Damn.
1930s and 1940s.
Damn. Okay, that's quite a few.
Well, I mean,
How many are there now?
after the Great Depression?
But that would just be America. I'd be in Germany at the time, so I'd have to get the German ones.
How many homeless people were in Germany in 1945? 1944. Let's say 44. Right before
just
everything
did
ended. Because I feel
1940.
like, their economy was kind of on the rocks after Hitler got, offed himself. Whatever happened there.
Coward.
So homeless people after World War II, it says more than 6 million.
Damn. Well, not World
during
War II.
World
We're
War
talking
II.
Germany.
Let's see. What is the homeless rate in Germany? That does not say.
Does not compute.
Let's see. No, it doesn't show me like around the 1940s. I'm just showing either new stuff or.
I mean, if there was 2 million in America, there had to have been less in Germany, right?
You would think.
America's bigger, right? Is America bigger than Germany? It has to. It has
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
than Germany.
Well,
Absolutely.
weren't they just like going through a bunch of shit, and that's why Hitler was able to rise to power?
Yeah, it's
They were
it's
very weak.
honestly, this is because of what we did.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because after World War I, the rest of the world was like, I'm not paying for this shit. They're like, fuck Germany, they lost. Make them pay for it.
so you're telling me that if America never became a country, Germany wouldn't have killed all those Jews?
I mean, there's a lot of ifs.
Chain reactions here.
Yeah,
bud.
there's a lot of ifs. But the Great Depression fucked shit up as well. Germany, out of all the European countries, Germany
Fucking
felt it
thanks,
the worst
Woodrow Wilson.
from
Piece of
us going
shit.
through the Great
Fuck
Depression.
You. Fuck Wood. Put a picture of him and put a picture of me flipping him off. Fuck you, Woodrow Wilson.
Does he need a separate picture of you? Let's take Just take a picture later of you flip it. Yeah, and then we'll put that.
I will
one
go
here.
buy a picture of him just to flip it off. You can post that.
Okay, do it.
We'll buy it on Etsy tonight.
I got a would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather lose your ability to lie or believe everything everyone told you?
I think you've already asked us this one. This is like
Did
one
I?
of the early episodes, yeah.
I don't remember the answer you guys
And
wanted to answer.
I mean, we can revisit this. Maybe our
A little
things have
rehash
changed.
action.
Go ahead and restate the question
All right.
for the viewers.
Would you
and
rather
not me.
lose your ability to lie or have to believe everything anyone says?
I'm gonna lose my ability to lie.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a naive idiot.
Yeah, I was trying to run both scenarios in my head, and I feel like I would just get fucked over too much. Just too much.
Yeah. Once somebody figured that out,
Yeah.
it's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
man, you told me I could have all the money in your bank account. Oh, okay. Well, if I said it,
All right.
doesn't sound like me, but
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
This.
you guys hear about Biden?
What
No,
about
what
I
what
know you guys love talking about politics. I'm going to keep this one short. So Biden, he unfroze Afghanistan's assets. You hear about this?
Mm-mm.
And there's like $7 billion or some shit of Afghani money. It's their government's money. And he's like, well, we're going to go ahead and give this to the victims of 9/11.
What?
But it's not our money to give away. It belongs to the government of Afghanistan, who's now ran by the Taliban. But it's still their money
Fuck them.
that we like stole from them.
Fuck 'em.
Biden's trying to make all the friends.
Fuck them.
I mean, that's not a good.
If they were so good, why did we have their money?
That's true.
Fuck them.
That's true. They weren't able to keep their country together.
Yeah.
I just thought that was fucking crazy. Like, how the fuck is this guy reallocating funds to people that it's not his money?
Fuck them.
That's almost like an act of war.
Oh,
Like
because
if Mel
because
just like stole my money.
what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
If I was
Afghanistan?
if I was drunk and like Mel's like you can't handle this right now and like took
Yeah, well,
all of my money
coulda-
and
I
he's like,
wanna-
listen, I'm gonna go ahead and give this all to Freddie. You know, I'm gonna take care of this. And I'm
See,
like,
it's
yo,
funny
dude, that's my
because-
fucking money.
I know you so well that just let me finish. If Trump would have said that, you would have been like, yeah, he's so cool. He's like pretty much saying, come and fucking do something, bitch.
That's
But
what I
since
would
it's-
say.
But
you,
yeah,
you ignorant
but
son
since
of a
it's
bitch.
Biden, it's
You
like,
ignorant son-
oh, he
No,
can't steal
that's
money
not what I
from
would
these
say.
nice people.
How many times have I shit on
The
Trump?
Taliban.
I shit on Trump all the time. What
Well,
was that?
I shit myself.
ghoul?
Okay.
Subtitles: Ghoul Creeks.
Freddie shits himself
What is it?
slash
fucking
ghoul.
Ghibli or whatever the fuck.
Gibby, you're gibbling.
Gibby. Gibbles.
Giblin.
No, I would not say that if Trump did that.
I-
I would say the same thing I just said because it's not Trump's money to give away, nor is it Biden's money to give away. You can't do that. It's a sovereign country.
I think it's just what are you guys gonna do about it?
Finders keepers losers weepers.
Yeah.
What they're going to do about it is going to piss them off, and they'll be like, "Hey, Russia, let's click up."
Oh yeah.
Right now's
oh
not
yeah.
the time.
Russia's got Afghanistan on their side. Oh.
It's going to make things more difficult when we try to when there's
How
the
many
next
troops? How
civil
many troops does Afghanistan
World War III.
have?
We have big nukes.
How many troops does Afghanistan
The
have?
nukes can't save the day forever.
Yeah,
we can't
nukes-
hide behind the nukes. We can't like keep leaning on that.
Yeah, well, nukes
we
is gonna
got 'em.
just destroy everything. No one wants to use.
Yeah,
nukes.
nobody wants those on the table. And like when that's like, well, we have nukes, and that's like your first fucking go-to.
We also have the biggest military.
Not
in the
anymore.
world.
We don't.
In the world, we do.
No, China does.
China does.
Look that up, my friend.
Well, first Afghanistan.
They have
I need-
more
Yeah.
people. They have like almost double the amount of people we have. I think.
We need India. They have heads.
India's siding with Russia right now,
Oh fuck.
and China.
What was it? Fucking military.
Afghanistan.
Who's got the biggest military in the world? Or
No, no, what-
okay,
What
Afghanistan.
were you saying?
Afghanistan's.
What about it? Is
What's
it
their
strong?
military count?
I'm just saying, we need the friends right now.
They're ranked 118 out of 142 countries.
All
so
right.
not very good.
So who's number one?
Let's see.
China. John China.
Dun,
can't
dun, dun,
see-
dun.
you can't see
Hey,
me.
you were wrong, by the way. So apparently, well, actually, hang on. Let me make sure this is.
I'm talking about heads, man. How many people? I'm not talking about the weapons that we have.
Active military.
personnel.
Okay, so active military. Yeah, China has 2.1 million.
That's a lot.
America has actually India has 1.4 million. And we have 1.38.
Where's Russia on that?
They got 1,014,000.
All right, who are our allies?
But
Israel. How many does Israel have?
China has so many fucking total military because this is just active military.
They've got reserves.
Yeah, they have literally double. They have 4 million in reserves. India has 5.1 million in reserves.
They're teaching their children about geometry in kindergarten. We're teaching our kids they can switch genders whenever they want.
What's our reserves like?
We got 2.3.
Oh my God.
So we have only 1 million in reserves.
Let's talk about some allies. What's Canada looking like?
What the fuck? Canada's who we're fucking leaning on?
They're our allies.
They don't fight. They're worse than the French. They come from the
get
French.
there. How far down are you scrolling?
No, I got to
They're
open up the page
142
to
out of
find it.
142.
They're worse than the Taliban?
A lot worse.
Let's see. Why is this fucking looking like this? It doesn't show me right off the bat. Let me see if I can look it up.
I mean, who else is on that list that you just had?
I mean,
It was just those 4.
Europe is also on our side, but like those guys are always fighting amongst themselves.
Oh, man, that's not enough people either.
Yeah.
We got Australia.
Also, why is there's not a whole lot of
What about
diversity in our ally? China's got a hold on Africa.
Fuck.
They went in right after the Europeans did, and right now they are just fucking Africa. They're working out all these deals where
And dude, we haven't even talked about North Korea.
no, that's a wild card
You think they would side with us?
if Trump was president. But if Trump is not president, they're gonna go with China 100%. Thanks, Biden. We lost North Korea.
That's funny. No, Canada's like super lightly funded. They're very lightly funded.
Told you.
Armed forces.
Gonna send in the fucking maple leaves.
Okay, what about South America?
They're not a military.
I mean,
They're not a major military power.
they got some military power in South America.
Not really.
Mexico.
That's still North America, Central America. It's not
At
South
the end
America.
of the day,
would
I
they-
don't think us giving away $7 billion of Afghanistan money is going to cause Russia to do anything against us.
No, I'm saying it's gonna when shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
the Taliban's gonna offer up their aid to Russia.
Which is, I mean, we've beat them before.
Did we ever find out how many soldiers are in Afghanistan?
No.
I'm gonna guess like 100,000. It's not that.
Oh
many.
yeah, no, we did. It was very little. They were like 118 out of 142 countries.
Yeah, I mean it's a war torn country. But
Afghanistan military
fuck
size.
there's still innocent people that live there.
There's innocent people that live there.
180,000 soldiers
180,000.
with an authorized strength of 195,000.
Oh, the 15,000.
That's the reserves.
Yeah. So
Just all the old guys.
So I
goat
think
farmers.
even if they do pair up with Russia,
Russia?
it's not going to be a big deal.
We got Ukraine, dude. Those motherfuckers are fighting.
Yeah. Look at him.
Don't
Look at
get
him.
me started. Don't.
Don't
I'm
get me
just
started
saying.
at Ukraine.
So fucking sick
I'm
of
just
it.
saying,
Look
we
at all
got
the
allies.
trouble that they've caused.
What about
They
Egypt?
lost Netflix 35% of their subscribers. Think about the trouble that they are causing right now. You hear about this, Freddie?
No.
Netflix dropped 35%. They were expecting 2.2 million new subscribers in the first quarter of 2022. They now have a negative
Why?
0.01%. Oh, that's the best part. They blamed everything on the Russia situation. That's why their
things are tough in
subscriptions.
Russia right now.
That's why
What-
people are canceling their Netflix subscriptions
I mean, that would make
because
sense.
of Russia.
It makes sense. If my country was in trouble and I had to fucking gather everything that I could, Netflix, I think, would be a secondary item.
They lost 2.2 million subscribers. There's not that many people that subscribe.
What if they had 2.2 million Russian subscribers?
It's not enough to lose 35% of their stock price.
I mean, what I'm saying
Come
is, like, how does Ukraine...
I canceled
Affect
Netflix
that.
in solidarity with Russia.
No, but, like, how does Ukraine
No, I
affect
canceled
that?
it because
understand.
they sent me an email that just pissed me off. It was a bad day. And They're
Uh-huh.
like, "Hey, by the way, we're raising your price,"
Oh.
and it was
You're
$20.
like, no, you're
I'm
not,
like,
bitch.
No, you're not. I was like, I don't even fucking watch Netflix anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just getting greedy at this point. so
HBO
it's
Max
their own
gang.
fault. Yeah.
Max.
See, when Netflix was its own, like, was the big thing, yeah, raise the fucking prices. But right now, there's so many fucking choices. Who the fuck even cares about Netflix?
Well,
And,
they're
like,
also cracking down on password sharing.
yeah. See,
So they
fuck
want
them.
to. They're like, if the CEO said if somebody's going to password share, they're going to pay for it.
What a
It
bitch.
sounds like a threat.
Yeah, fuck them.
So I'm glad I canceled my subscription.
Yeah, fuck them. And plus, the shit's kind of boring, anyways.
What's on
Netflix?
Netflix?
Squid Game,
Okay.
Tiger King.
Okay.
I mean,
Breaking Bad.
These are huge,
Breaking
huge
Bad.
titles. Squid Game was the
you know
number
who
one
they
streamed
lost?
show of all time.
Friends.
Do you watch Friends?
Yeah,
No, but a
I don't
shitload
even
of
know.
people do, I guess. I don't watch fucking Friends. That show sucks.
You were about to lose a friend here, pal.
They did lose The Office. And
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
All they had left for me was...
They're going to lose Arrested Development, too.
Oh, God.
There goes.
What do they have
Bells.
left? Squidbillies.
Better
And they
Call
got,
Saul.
yeah, but they didn't even put season 6 on there yet.
It's not out yet, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's done?
Actually, no. Season 5, I think, just got put on Netflix everywhere else in the world except for the United States.
Gotcha.
VPN, baby.
UPN.
Our tonight's sponsor, what was it?
UPN.
What was our VPN?
It's now UPN. The Urban... What was UPN stand
The
for?
Urban Party Network.
Yeah, just show like...
Virtual private.
What was
network.
on the fucking... What was on UPN? Show the PJs. It was a claymation show with Eddie Murphy.
Do you remember that?
No.
They had
Oh,
WWF
man.
SmackDown.
The PJs.
Hanging with the
The
PJs.
Projects.
They also had what was that one?
Maybelline.
Eddie and fuck, it was like Eddie Griffith and some other guy.
I don't
Eddie and
remember
something
that show.
show.
They had Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
UPN.
You know, they actually had Pokemon in like the late '90s, like when Pokemon first hit the states. The only time you could ever watch Pokemon was at 7 a.m. on Channel 13 on UPN, and that's how I discovered Pokemon.
Dude, I remember not being a morning person at all. Pokemon made me a morning because I had to catch that episode before. And I just so vividly eating cereal. Who's that Pokemon? And you're coughing! It's coughing!
Or like, I don't fucking know who that one is. What's
like,
that? That's a new
Snorlax.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what the
then you
fuck
gotta
is
wait,
that?
Yeah, then you got to wait for the commercial.
It's Grimer.
And you're fucking going through the Go-Gurt commercial and the Easy Bake Oven commercial. And then finally come back and you're like, oh, yeah, it's Grimer. Oh, crazy.
The commercials that they would always play, at least for me, were like the box sets of like smooth R&B.
I'd get a lot of those, yeah.
It'd be like, it's a
Whitney Houston.
4-disc box set.
I'll make love to you.
Yeah, super dramatic, like
Yeah.
with silhouettes and people singing, and then Pokemon.
And then, you know what? It is crazy. I do remember my little morning rituals before school. For a while, there was this channel. I can't remember what it was, but they played Good Times. You ever see Good Times?
Goodfellas.
No, Good Times. J.J. Evans, Dynamite.
J.J. Abrams.
I never watched it. I'm familiar with it, but
Anyways, and I would watch that before going to school at Lake every morning, again with cereal. I need to get more cereal in my life.
dude, I just bought a bunch. Well, you're not gonna like the cereals I bought, but Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran smacks. I don't
As
know
I'm
what
getting
anyone
older,
says.
I'm like, this is a shit.
That's the fucking shit.
That's
I don't
the
care
good
what
shit.
anybody says. You don't like Raisin Bran?
Long story.
You? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't take you there.
Yeah. Shit. What were
Also,
we
can I just say something real quick?
What?
That planter in the back with the little,
Like a little
the
face?
side part, that is fucking hilarious, and he's a very distinguished gentleman, and I love it.
I forget the name of the plant, but it's very.
Tito.
It's they fenestrate as they get bigger, so there's like holes in them as they get
Fenestrate,
older.
fenestrate.
They utilize that so at the bottom of the jungle they can more effectively photosynthesize.
It's
Oh,
like-
I'm thinking of defenestration, which is throwing yourself out of a window.
I don't think that that's the correct term.
No, it is.
Okay, well, fenestration applies to plants.
Oh, well.
Cereals. We've talked about this before, but peanut butter crunch. It's the go-to. That's the goat.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
I'm a Cocoa Puffs guy.
We talked about this too. Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Those are the superior
Cocoa Pebbles.
chocolate cereal.
Nah,
Pebbles.
because those get soggy too quick.
Well,
Like the
that's
puffs?
the fun part.
Like the puffs?
Yeah.
Like the pufferoonies?
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
Captain
rough and
Crunch.
tough with my Afro Puff.
I'm sorry?
Captain Crunch.
Well, that's why I said peanut butter crunch. I fuck. Oops, all berries. Oops, all spider eggs.
I just like the little fucking roof
oh,
biters.
okay.
little
The
squares.
old school little,
Yeah,
the
little
square
square
ones.
fuckers.
Yeah,
Damn,
those are good too.
those are good.
Those are good. I haven't had those. In
Have
a
you
long
ever guys
time.
had those chips? I think they were like Munchie Mix or something, but they had those fuckers in those. It was like cheesy or
Yeah. I didn't care for
really.
those.
I
It was
love
like the trail
those.
mix.
Yeah, that shit was good as fuck. No, it wasn't trail mix. It was like
I know
was
what
like
you're talking about.
Yeah,
But it was like an unsweetened version
No.
of like they had the
no,
sweet ones.
Yeah, they had like the cheese one and the spicy one.
I don't think I had those.
That shit was good as fuck.
It was Chex Mix. That's what you're thinking of.
No.
Little
It
pretzels
was like
and
Munchie.
shit in there.
Isn't
Like
it
the one that
crazy
has like pretzels
Oh,
and
with like
Doritos.
the hot, they had like the hot Cheetos one. and-
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
That's what it
Like
was.
cheese is like a flavor.
You know what cheese flavor.
You can get like cheese things, and there's absolutely no cheese in it whatsoever.
The snack industry itself.
Well,
is
you got to
fucking
think about
bizarre.
it. Like you can't have like cheddar flavored yogurt. That would be weird.
You could though.
But
You
I
could.
mean, most people don't. You know.
Yeah. Well, How about Alex Jones?
Poor guy.
What's he doing? Did he pass away?
Infowars, his website, was forced to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy after the victims of Sandy Hook refused his settlement offer. You know anything about this, Sandy Hook?
No, what happened?
You remember
I
Sandy
know Sandy Hook. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Alex Jones went on Infowars and said that all the parents are crisis actors, and this was years ago.
Fuck, I remember this
And,
now.
yeah. So he's been getting sued by them for defamation for quite some time. He offered them. There's like 20 of them or some shit that are suing him, like $100,000 a piece or some shit. They said no. It sounds like they're trying to make an example.
Yeah.
And he had to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy to try to save Infowars.
Fuck.
So.
I mean,
it's not like the
games
kids
win
heard,
prizes.
what he
His,
said.
his fight milk isn't
Fight. It's like, how much do you guys want? Like the kids are gone. They didn't really hear the insult. I get it. You shouldn't have said that, but I mean, what do you want? He offered you like $100,000. Like,
and I mean, he got completely deplatformed,
they took him off everything.
demonetized. He had to sell random
Like
products.
I said, play stupid games, win stupid
Now
prizes.
he just goes on other podcasts. People get him drunk and they just like let him rant.
Yeah,
That's his thing now. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna kill himself soon.
Think so?
I feel bad for him at this point. They're doing too much. It's like they're going out of their way to like destroy this man. His wife left him. Kids hate him. It's like he said some bad things, but how far do you want to push it?
Tonight's episode sponsored by Alex Jones and Zaps.
Sponsored by Infowars.
When you're feeling like crap, have a Zap. You want to try this?
Sure.
This again is
Like a voodoo doctor.
Voodoo Witch Doctor Eyes.
What was that Disney movie, The Frog Princess? You ever see that? Mm-mm. It was the first Disney all black. Cartoon.
The Princess Frog.
Was it the Princess Frog?
Fuck, now I gotta look it up.
It's actually really good, but it's set like in New Orleans. There's a voodoo doctor in there.
Princess and the Frog.
No?
Very good.
Right?
Just a crutch.
Oh
Some ASMR for your bitch ass?
Oh, zap me up. Just show scenes from that movie. Oh, good.
There's a frog. Show the princess now. Thanks, Zaps.
Yeah, thanks, Zaps.
Thanks for letting me buy them with my own money from a store.
No, they sent us the bag.
They sent us a whole box of this. I already told you.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the garage.
Well,
Yeah.
next to J.J. Abrams' iguana. Is that a thing we could talk about?
Oh,
Oh, you should.
he's outside.
You should talk about that.
We talked about it in the last episode.
How you stole J.J. Abrams' iguana?
I did. I broke into the man's house. And I was just shrieking, "Fuck Star Wars and fuck Star Trek." I just kept saying that over and over. And I was
Give you the iguana to pacify you, and then you go.
Please leave.
Did you like lizards?
he's like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. And he just handed me this iguana and
Fuck Star Wars!
and Star Trek.
Fuck Star Trek!
I would just rotate those sayings, and he just handed me the iguana.
Oh, come on.
Fuck
Zap.
War Trek. Did you name that iguana yet? Because I
No.
know that's what we were wording last time.
I just
Pumpernickel?
Pumpernickel.
You should just name her J.J. Abrams. That'd be hilarious.
It might be a female though.
You should-
I guess
that-
JJ
that
could
doesn't
stand for
matter.
anything.
Yeah.
One time during
Justin Jones.
Christian summer camp
Christian Mingle?
at St. Polycarp, where Father Ed he's the
You're the one who
main guy.
moved to South America on his own will?
San Salvador,
So, yeah.
Central America. You guys don't have your geography all wrong. Mel thinks Mexico's in South America. I don't even know what you're saying.
I don't even care, to be honest.
Well, anyway, a whole summer I told everybody that my name was JJ for some reason, like in third grade. And like my mom came to pick me up, like, we're gonna miss JJ. He's like, who the fuck is JJ? Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but I ran with it, and a whole summer I was known as JJ. The summer of '99.
I wish people would go
You went to a
along with it.
camp for the whole summer?
I mean, I would go home every day. It was like school. They would just like drop you off, and you go home every day.
Summer camp.
It was fun.
Did you ever see that show Bug Juice?
It sounds familiar.
It was like The Real World meets children, and they were at a summer camp.
It doesn't sound good.
And yeah, they're going through all these, different things. And, Kyle likes Cindy. And
Ooh, I'm not gay. Look at him, he likes girls.
I'm not gay.
Fag. Yeah.
Well, how are we looking on time? Where are we at?
I was about to just tell you guys to wrap up soon. I
Well-
was looking for something to write down.
Oh, well,
So-
okay.
Took too long.
I got one more thing at least I want to talk about. Rudy Giuliani.
Oh,
Did you see this?
yeah, fucking King
what-
Jong walked away.
What was this on?
It was a Masked Singer or some shit like
You
that.
see
What?
this? Oh, it's really good. So, I don't know. He comes out dressed as a fucking parakeet or some shit, and he unmasks himself. And the guy from what the fuck was he in? Knocked Up.
Gay.
He's
Yeah.
knocked up. The
He
doctor.
was in Hangover. He was
Yeah.
in Community.
Little Asian dude. Ken
Ken
Jeong. So he got all pissed. He's like, "I'm done. I'm leaving." He just stormed off the set.
That
Did we
dude's
get a
cool.
video of that going right here?
Yeah. There it is.
What do you think of that, Rudy Giuliani? That's America's mayor. He saved us
He
from
sang
9/11.
really terribly in that clip, by the way.
Can you also put a picture of him with his hair melting?
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So fucking
You put shoe polish in your hair?
yeah. Ken Jeong is just like
Your hair's
"I'm
leaking."
done," when he walked away.
I thought that was fucking hilarious. I have not actually seen the video yet. I just read about it.
Oh yeah.
But it sounds funny.
He just gets up and goes, "I'm done." He just like walks out.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
being
Giuliani's a piece of shit.
Can you imagine being so close-minded though that you're just like, I can't be a part of this.
He was gonna get a blowjob from a 16-year-old
he
in the
wasn't.
Borat movie.
He was he had a bad back and he was fixing.
He
his
was
microphone.
taking his shit off.
That's slander. I hope he sues
Borat
you.
had to
I
run
hope
out.
He sues you. for
Borat had to
defamation.
run out because he knew if that video, if he
Rudy?
really caught him, he would have got
You in
got.
Russia got my support.
No,
What was really funny is
fucking
when,
pedophile.
oh fuck off. That's
It's
America's
actually a
mayor.
hebephile.
What is that?
It's when you like older
Teens,
teens.
pedophiles,
Oh.
children.
Pedophile is prepubescent children.
There you go.
Yeah,
Freddie
well,
knows
she
a lot
said,
about
I
this.
am 16, and he said, "Let me take my belt off."
He's like rubbing her back and like,
He called
her
her
ass.
dear. He called her
Oh,
dear.
come on, relax.
and then he rubbed her ass.
Hello, dear.
Yeah.
He has a bad back. He had to lay down to fix the microphone.
Okay. Is
Just
that why
saying.
he had buttoned his pants?
To fix. Have you ever had a microphone as an old man with a broken back?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Then he knows. He knows. See,
Rudy
You're right. You got to
Giuliani.
jack off. take the
Giuliani's a
microphone
piece
off.
of shit. I'm kidding. He's the one that called out. He wanted to fight Ron Paul at the 2008 Republican debates in South Carolina.
come on, then.
No, Ron Paul said they were talking about 9/11, about like why the Taliban hates us, and Ron Paul's like, well, they probably hate us because we're there and they've asked us to leave and we don't, and we just keep sending more and more troops in, and he's like Osama bin Laden said he'll just back off if we leave. And Rudy Giuliani's like, that's the most ignorant, stupid thing I've ever heard in my entire life. They hate us because they hate freedom. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure they hate us because we keep setting up bases and we keep bombing them and shit.
I've never heard that argument, but it's so fucking like.
But like that was Ron Paul. Like that's kind of what got me into him. Rudy Giuliani's stupidity.
Well, he's a dumb fuck. But
They also got into it about Ron Paul he said all drugs should be legal. You're an adult. You choose what goes in your body.
as long as it doesn't bother anyone
Whether
else.
that's heroin, a cock, some fried chicken, whatever. Rudy Giuliani said that's the stupidest thing he's ever heard.
as long as no one gets killed and
Mills
I
motto.
mean, they're
everyone has a good time
And also everybody's consenting.
and everyone consents, let's just
And
have
of
fun.
age.
End of age.
well,
in your
Giuliani doesn't
state?
believe in that.
In your state?
Tennessee, I'm looking at you.
Marrying children. Was that Tennessee?
They want to just eliminate the age ban. Yeah.
Tennessee.
Huh.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Well, if you made it this far, I want you to go into your refrigerator.
No butter, Mel. No butter. No
Tonight
mayo
we're
either.
doing
buttermilk.
tonight we're doing sour cream. All right, and get yourself some chips, some cheese. Put that in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then put the sour cream on that.
You put your chips in the microwave?
Enjoy yourself some
don't?
nachos. And while you're
Yeah,
eating your nachos, maybe grab yourself a beer and sit on your couch and pop on YouTube and follow Below the Influence podcast. We're gonna keep it clean tonight.
Keep it real clean.
Keep it real clean. Enjoy your night,
Real crispy.
your day.
Happy.
About to get real ill. About to get real ill. About to get real ill. Fuck off. About to get real ill. About to get real ill. About to get real
That's all
ill.
I got. And then as soon as you go, fuck on, it comes off and just gonna cut it out. It's so good.
It seemed like